Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for May 15th, 2017. We're finally at the very tail end of this cooler than average first half of the month we've had, and we have been advertising for quite some time that the second half of this month will be a complete turnaround as far as temperatures and temperature anomalies. For temperature departures from normal, I should say. We're going to be above normal the second half, whereas below normal was the general rule for the first half. And it doesn't mean the entire time is going to be well above normal, like we will have this week, and we'll get to that in a second. But we will have above normal temperatures overall during the second half of the month if you averaged out that 2 week or so period. Now today we're going to have partly cloudy skies, and today's still a transition day. Remember yesterday we had a lot of those, we had actually some areas had a pretty nice day. Except for the few hit-or-miss showers that came through that were expected, but we had a lot of instability showers coming through with an some upper-level energy rotating through. That will not be the case today. What will be the case, though, is we're going to have breezy conditions again. We had some windy conditions, or breezy conditions yesterday. Today we're going to call it windy because we have winds that are going to be generally 15 to 25 miles per hour with gusts to 35 possible. The reason for that is you have one area of low pressure. This is our consolidated system from over the weekend moving off to the east. And at the same time, we have high pressure moving in from the west. So because of that, the pressure difference between this being 986 millibars, this 1,019, creates a pressure gradient in between. And you have some very strong winds that are going to be in the area. And I think this is just primarily during the day. And we'll actually maybe even narrow it down to from like late morning through maybe late afternoon, that we have these stronger winds. I do think it dies down once we get toward the end of the day, actually closer to sunset. You'll have those winds die down a little bit, but it's going to be quite gusty today because of that pressure gradient in between these two systems. But high pressure is going to be moving in. That means it's going to, by the time we get to Tuesday, you're going to mostly sunny skies, mostly clear tonight, and then mostly clear skies here for Tuesday. But look where that high pressure goes. Instead of going on top of us, it's going to head off to the southeast here, and this is going to be a big player in the weather this week. This is going to become a Bermuda high, heat pump high, whatever you want to call this thing here, and it's going to just crank. Okay, and it's going to establish itself off the southeastern U.S. coastline. Whenever that happens, you have a return flow around high pressure like this, and you have a southwesterly wind flow coming in around it. Very warm temperatures coming in here. This is when you get your unseasonable warmth, and I think that's going to occur most notably Wednesday and Thursday of this week. We are going to warm up here on Tuesday. This is a look at Tuesday here, mostly sunny skies. You have a ridge starting to establish itself, so what that does is you have this everything kind of goes up and over the top here. The ridge is established here. Nothing can come through, so you're going to be precipitation free for pretty much this entire week, straight through the weekend, and because of a large part because of that ridge in place. Okay, so it kind of acts like just like we had that Omega block last week where we were stuck in the clouds and showers and couldn't get out of it. This is the same thing, but it's keeping us on the dry side of things where nothing can get in. Okay, so all the precipitation is stuck back here to the west and off to the north where it can't get us. And at the same time, we have that being underneath that ridge, you get some very exceptional warmth. And this is the kind of temperatures that we're going to be expecting by the time we get to the middle of the week, Wednesday and Thursday. Upper 80s to near 90. I think several locations in our coverage area are going to hit the 90-degree mark. If not Wednesday, then it will on Thursday, I think, in a lot of these places. But a very summer-like day on both days, both Wednesday and Thursday. And even as we get into the next day, as we get into Friday, we're going to have a cold front come through. I'm going to show you that here in a second. But it's going to be a dry cold front, and it's really not going to do too much of the temperatures. Here's the cold front. Here's later on Thursday. You can see overnight Thursday night. Here's a cold front is sitting right here. Okay, you see that line of showers here. This is going to fall apart as it moves eastward, so you're not going to get anything out of this. You see nothing in our coverage area as far as precipitation is concerned. And then the time to get to Friday morning, it's pretty much past the area at that point, but it won't be enough to really influence temperatures to the point where you're going to really drop off. You're going to have temperatures drop back a little bit, but you're still going to have temperatures well into the 80s here on Friday. I think Saturday and Sunday, you see this high pressure behind it up to the north. This is going to sink off to the south, give us a nice couple of days. Here's that high pressure establishing itself for the weekend. We're going to have a comfortable, still very warm, but very comfortable, near 80 degrees, upper 70s to near 80 across the coverage area, both Saturday and Sunday. Very pleasant weekend, very nice weekend coming up, it looks like, for a change, which is a big difference from last weekend when we were rained out. And we will have a system coming in from the west that will challenge us later in the day here on Sunday, but I think everything stays to the west for now. This is Sunday evening. Nothing's getting into our coverage area yet. This will be the next playmaker that comes in probably Monday with a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. This is Monday of next week, of course, and we'll cross that bridge when we get here. If this does speed up and get here a little bit sooner, we'll let you know. But right now, it does look like the weekend is dry, and it looks nice for the next weekend. Very hot Wednesday, Thursday this week. That's not going to be typical the second half of this month. We will stay above normal again. Like we talked about at the beginning of this video, we'll stay above normal as the dust settles for the second half of the month on average by the time we get to the end of May. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for May 15th, 2017. Have a great Monday.